Alright, hi, my name is Mario. I'll be the second affirmative speaker. And I would like to start off by saying Meg mentioned that the NSA needs this information from our cell phones in order to prevent further terrorist attacks, yet it has been inconsistent. There's been some inconsistent data on the result of the NSA because there have been several cases cited that saying that there have been over 50 cases stopped since the Patriot Act has been enacted. However, many sites say that it is impossible to assess the role the NSA surveillance played in the 54 cases because while the agency has provided a full list to Congress, it remains classified. So how are we to trust that even though there is still all this evidence saying that they're preventing, how do we know what they're prevented? How do we know that they were the most important player in preventing this attack? It has also been brought up that there's too much evidence being gathered by the NSA to be used properly. According to Bonnie Christian, a writer who wrote the article that the FBI admits Patriot Act powers didn't solve any big terror cases. It's been shown that, or she found statistics proving that the FBI hasn't stopped any major terrorist attacks on the U.S. It was also not known how well the information gathered has helped stop the terrorist attacks, as I stated earlier. Moving on, Meg brought up the point that Edward Snowden unlawfully brought up information that is attacking or that showed that if it weren't for Snowden, we wouldn't know that the NSA has been surveying us. However, I feel it is the duty of the people to point out when something is wrong with our government, because this country was founded on a system of checks and balances, and that is why we have a three-part system in the federal government, and it has been proven effective throughout the course of our time as a nation. And so, if the government is keeping things from us, and someone finds out, it is the duty of those people who find out to inform the nation, so that way we can make the necessary changes. It has also been said that people who point out the flaws should not be punished, and that while that is a whole another debate, it is important because if they are being punished for attacking, if whistleblowers are being attacked for actually blowing the whistle, then no one is ever going to blow the whistle, and things are just going to carry on without end. My final point is that Meg brought up the point, or Meg said that they're under the Surveillance Act of, I believe it was 1978, I don't remember the specific date. She said that it was the way the government was finding the data was completely constitutional. However, the Patriot Act enacted after 9/11 was rushed and not given enough time within the House to actually read to make it effective. According to the ACLU, the Senate version of the Patriot Act went straight to the floor with no discussion, debate, or hearings. Many senators even complained they had little chance to read it, much less analyze it before before having to vote on the opportunity. And on top of that, the Bush administration essentially implied that anyone who votes against this act will be held responsible for any and all future terrorist attacks on the nation, which people felt was coming at the time because of the entire issue with 9/11. And in summary, this information is not needed by the government because the way it's collecting it is not being used effectively. Edward Snowden had a right to show that the government was doing things to the people, and even though the information is gathered constitutionally, it was rushed and therefore it should not be constitutional. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Saul. I'll be